I'm not an artist per se. I'm not a reviewer of art per se. But as someone who would like to make a contribution to the artist collective called Artists of the 70th Parallel, may I say the following. Yesterday I had the privilege of seeing three artworks at 38 Botany Road, Redfern, Sydney, and the art was on display under the banner of Artists of the 17th Parallel. The 17th Parallel being the 17th degree north of latitude that runs through the nation of Vietnam. Each work had depth. Each work was vastly different. If you continue to watch, I've put together a very quick collage of sound bites and image bites, if I may use that term, that I grabbed off Mai Long, who was gracious enough to greet me at that address. Now, my brother's work, I've never described my brother's work to any depth, but I've watched a lot of his work evolve. There is influence from 80s cinema that I see, and I can't speak very well about his fine art studies and how they've influenced his work, other than to say I see the influence of Bacon, I see the influence of Dali, and I know that he's spoken about other artists that have influenced his style of work. In addition to referencing those modern artists, can I say that there is a pop element that comes natural to my brother as well, which he tends to turn on its head. Worth looking at if you get a chance over the next few days. Dom's work, what I enjoy about Dom's work, and I've seen a lot of his work, is the texture in his work. You can see the effort and the care that's gone into each section of Dom's work. It's as if it's malleable, as if it's been carved out of wood. And that's something you can appreciate when you look at Dom's work. Dom has a better classical education than I do about war, about the history of wars, and that's reflected in his work. Those that are war history buffs might get a kick out of Dom's work. Mai's work, she's a half Vietnamese, half Anglo-Australian, as am I. Interestingly, her father is Vietnamese, whereas my mother is Vietnamese. But I know what it's like to be half Vietnamese male, Australian, but it was interesting to hear the female's perspective. And many of the themes running through her work, particularly after she explained, were just so clear to me. Interesting. If you get a chance, have a look. It's a great space. Opposite is a pho restaurant. Just think, watching YouTube's fun, but if you can see it in the flesh, do it. because it's worth it.